Blessings, guys. In today's video, guys, I want to talk about grief. I'm just going to talk. So, in the past year, I've lost 2 cousins, my mom, my granddad, and my great uncle Lewis. I've lost some pretty close people to me, guys. I actually lost my uncle Lewis today. And I just want to talk on grieving. Grieving for everyone else or for everyone looks different. I don't think there's a healthy way to grieve. I think when you're grieving, you just grieve and you kind of just allow the feelings and the emotions of grief to flow as they flow. I know there are stages of grief that people say that there are, but to really be in grief is actually going through it. Today, my uncle asked me to go console my grandmother because her little brother passed. My uncle Lewis was 75 and my grandmother is 85. And I went to her house and I could tell she had been crying, but I genuinely had to hold my grandmother who was crying today, guys. She's 85 and I had to hold my grandmother as she cried today, guys. That was hard, y'all. Especially because I just lost my mom. I just lost my mom 5 months ago, man. So I'm still grieving. And after that, after my mom passed, I lost my granddad, my dad's dad. And we had a good relationship. I'm dealing with a lot of my family ascending and transcending to another realm. I know that we're a family of believers. We're all believers and we are very close. We're very tight-knit. So that's why we are able to still give God glory and have a sense of, our compass still aligned and still not curse God or be mad at God. Like when my mom passed, I didn't understand it. Those 32 to 37 hours are so vivid, but such a blur, guys. Because my mom, she wasn't sick. She had just went to see her doctor. Like my mom was fine. And then I saw my mom the afternoon before she passed. Like we literally chopped it up. Like she was fine. I was moving around making some extra cash, and because I needed to give her some cash to hold on to me like I normally do, I came to drop some money off to her because I was saving for my birthday trip to New York, which she was so excited for me to go. We'd always talked about it. She was like, I'm going to love it. I'm going to love it. And like, I had been wanting to go to New York for years. I just never was able to have the opportunity to go. So when I finally booked my room, I finally booked my flight, I was like, okay, I know New York is expensive. I need to set aside some cash purposefully to have a good time. I brought it to my mom that morning, guys. And we talked, and I had a friend's birthday party to go to that day. And I was like, Moms, I got a party to go to, and I gotta get a present. And she was like, well, baby, I tell you what. I have this candle. And one of my mom's pastimes, what she would do, she would make candles. And she had a beautiful candle. It was actually a nice size candle. It was for my friend Ken. She said, I tell you what, if you mop this kitchen floor, I give you this candle. And I took pride in mopping that floor. It wasn't necessarily to get the candle. It was because I was helping my mom. And one of my biggest love languages is acts of service. I was like, okay, moms, I got it. I'll do it. So I mopped the kitchen floor, talked to my pops, who was here with my mom because they were inseparable. They were always together. And I came back. I gave my mom the biggest hug and the biggest kiss. And I said, okay, I love you, Mom. I'll see you later. She said, I love you too, little girl. And I went on about my day. I went to my friend's party. I had a great time at my friend Ken's birthday party. It was amazing. Had a good time. A lot of melanated, beautiful beings there. It was amazing. And then I'm leaving her. Before I leave her party, I get a call from my cousin Chaz. She was like, hey, I'm having a little kickback in my spot. Come through and have a good time. So I leave there, go over to my cousin Chaz's spot, and we're having a good game night with the girls. You know what I'm saying? We hanging out, having margaritas, and I get an irate call from my sister. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I could hear it in her voice. I was like, something is very, very wrong. So immediately, I'm losing my shit because I'm like, who is it? Because it's not foreign for me to get these fucked up calls. I get fucked up calls like that all the fucking time, bro. I started getting these calls at 16 years old, bro. And for a very long time, every 2 years, I was getting those fucked up calls. And it's still so surreal. Grief is so real and so surreal. I don't even know if I know I've cried, I know I've screamed, I know I've yelled, I know I've cried out to God, but I still don't know if I fully grieved the enormity of losing my mom. I lost my mom, bro. My mom is in heaven now. I can't call my mom, who was my safe space when I was going through shit at work, when I was going through shit relationally, when I was going through shit in just my own shit. The one person I knew I could talk to was my mom, guys. And she's gone, bro. My mom is gone, bro. And it's like, what? I don't get it. I don't understand it. But I know my mom, being the woman that she was, man, is reunited with all of her immediate family. My mom was pretty much, except for my Uncle PJ and my cousin Montreat, she was the last of her fam, bro. And then losing my mom's, I can't imagine what my mom was going through psychologically, losing her brother at 6, losing her sister so young, then turning around and losing her mom, then her other brother, then her other dad, her stepdad, and then she lost her biological father when she was a little girl. She was 4 or 5. And I'm like, how the fuck did you do this, Mom? How? Because most days, I'm a mess. I miss my damn mama so much, guys. And I be like, did that shit really happen to me, bro? Then I go to my parents' house and I don't see my mom on her couch. Or I go to my parents' house and I'm just like, fam. Like, but I know being the woman that she is, my mom wouldn't want me to be sad. She wouldn't want me to cry. Well, she would know I would cry, but she'd tell me, stop all that goddamn crying. That was my mom. It's not even a character, like that was my mom. She was amazing. But she, like, losing my mom's now, guys, it puts so much stuff into perspective. I thought I had perspective then, going through all of the losses leading up to my mom. But now losing my mom, y'all, I'm like, I thought I grieved my other family, my grandmothers, my uncles, my aunts. But losing my mom is a whole nother ball game, guys. And I don't know if I'll ever fully be grieved of losing my mom. You know? And seeing my grandmother today and holding her in my arms and she crying and trying to stay strong as a believer, as one of the anchors of our family, and so a strong woman. I felt helpless again. But I felt okay knowing that I got an army on the other side. I got an army on the other side watching every angle of me and my family's life. We got some real ones on the other side, y'all. And I can't reach out and touch them and hold them and squeeze them and give them a kiss and tell them how much I love them. But I know they are still here. I know their spirit through memories will always live on. So grief is different, man. People grieve with substances, and I had a friend tell me, man, I don't know how y'all not a mess. I'm surprised y'all ain't doing nothing hard. I'm like, I can't do no hard drugs, baby. I ain't never done hard drugs before in my life. And I can't do hard drugs now because I know my mama would whoop me in the spiritual realm. And I don't even want to do any of that. It's like, I couldn't do that, baby. That wasn't what my mama would want, or my grandmother, or my aunts, or my uncles. They would want us all to continue to have the courage and the strength to proceed on in faith and know God is good in it all. I never questioned that. I never doubted that God is, even in those moments, I never questioned God being good or not. I didn't understand it, but I was just like, now, Dad, now that one there, you know you did that right there. Because now we have kids. I thought I had kids before, but like, no, baby, I got kids. I got a few of them sleep. Now, I got childrens. I ain't got no goddamn kids, but I got kids. People who love me, who are looking up to me, who... Man, y'all. I guess this is what grief looks like. Just talking about it. I have so much to do and so much to live for on days where I feel like, man, my little niece would come up to me and mess with me, and I'm like, this little girl. But it's a driving force, you know? So, I guess y'all, what I'm saying, man, grief looks different for everybody. But, grieve, and don't let nobody tell you how to grieve or how long you should grieve. Don't let nobody do that, y'all. Take the proper time you need to grieve. You are on your own timeline. But, yeah, man. Live life like there's no tomorrow. Because genuinely, guys, it may not be. So, I know it's real morbid, but hey, man, life can be a little dark sometimes. God bless y'all. I love y'all, man. I'm sending y'all all of the biggest hugs and the biggest love because I needed my damn self. But yeah, man, God bless y'all, and give yourself the space to grieve. Love you. Peace.